Everything we do at Control-Alt-Crit is sponsored by you, our wonderful subscribers, at patreon.com/Control-Alt-Crit or ko-fi.com/Control-Alt-Crit. If you'd like to support Pokemon Stars and gain exclusive access to the Mexolas region and its custom Pokemon, become a subscriber today. Welcome back for another episode of Pokemon Stars. For those of you just tuning in, here's the too long, didn't read recap of the previous episode. Our party is on the run from two entities. Firstly, the eponymous Team 1 Star, introduced by Taskmaster Jethro and his band of teenage cronies. Team 1 Star seemed to be on the hunt for some kind of Pokemon. Well, the group managed to antagonize one while gathering samples to confirm Silphco had been polluting the area surrounding the Mexolan Pokeball factory, and they awoke a gargantuan muck, many times the size it should normally be. Saving one of the Team 1 Star members by the name of Mitch, the whole party gunned for the fields. And once B's newly evolved Pignite picked up some speed with a flame charge, they accidentally created a huge brush fire. Now, far away from that chaos, the party has began to wander further down their chosen path.
It could have been at that place to split the feeling, give me no kind of juphead button kind of thing.
Yeah, but...
Get all that no cohesion.
Mm-hmm. We're not even in Africa. Is Pico sense anything?
Pico feels generally uncomfortable. Like, the direction you're going, he's following because you're going that way, but he does not want to go that way.
Pause. What's wrong, baby?
I mean, it could be a lot of things. Maybe he just feels embarrassed about what just happened, but just something about the situation, he is just super uncomfortable. Pokemon emotions are hard.
What does he say, though?
What about Morgan?
She sends back to you a series of images, which is weird for her, because she's telepathic.
Yeah.
But she usually communicates more in like emotions, feelings, not necessarily words, but you can understand their meaning. But this is more a series of pictures that seem to be from like different perspectives of your current area, but they're like all the same. Like, you know, you're over here and the train looks exactly like that. Then you're over here and the train looks exactly like that. And then you're over here and the train looks exactly like that.
Something's watching us. Kind of.
She doesn't really know. It's weird.
So, I think Morgan is telling me that something weird is going on here. I don't know whether it's something is watching us or what, but we should probably get out of here as soon as we can.
Has anything today not been weird? There was like a 15-foot Grimer, and we ran into these people where this dude was whipping his own guys.
I completely agree.
And then we set the entire forest on fire.
Yeah.
It's crazy right now.
Yeah.
Why would you set the forest on fire? This isn't even a forest!
Look, there was at least one or two trees that constitutes forest. They're probably burned to the ground now. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, they probably...
What are you thinking me for?
I'm not thinking you, I'm thinking Pico.
Well, to be fair, Pico just followed her.
My baby didn't do nothing.
No, it was you.
You hush.
And then out of the time that Evangeline ate that truck, that was pretty great.
Yeah, that was... Wait, what?
I'm so proud of her.
Continuing towards the road.
Another 5 or 10 minutes pass. By your reckoning, you know, you should probably be quarter of the way there, based off of what you've... like, diversion and stuff like that. Morgan sends more of these images to you. Like, you know, this time there's a little bit more sharpness to the images. It's from many different perspectives. You're in different places in the thing, but the scene itself never changes.
I think whatever is watching us is getting closer or something. But we should probably keep our eyes out.
You want a sandstorm?
Bo
No.
is gonna sit down on the ground with Mitch. And then,
I don't think this is something natural.
It's
Bo
not natural.
would
We live
like
in
to
a world with
use
magical
whatever
animals.
you think, and I can come up with something, Astonish would look like to make an extremely loud, jarring sound. I'm happy to provide one if you think I should.
I imagine it's something along the lines of a hoo-yah.
Go for it. No one's
more of
asleep
an
right now.
But yeah.
Yeet,
Like, I've been to a crawfish boil. Yeah, it kind of echoes all around you. Give me a guile check.
You know what? Don't you have a crackhead bird with surf that can travel pretty far fast?
Its name is Bunsen. And he's not a crackhead. He's just really excitable.
I mean,
My point is, Beaker is really fast.
yeah. And he doesn't set fields on fire.
Well,
Not this field.
Not he doesn't unintentionally set fields on fire.
well,
Not this field.
Question. Looking at the phone now, have we been moving?
oh, so you pulled the phone out.
Yes.
Battery's dead.
Oh,
I mean, GPS does drain those things. Pretty fierce.
Can one of y'all put out your phone?
I
It was
do.
just handed to you. It's off. It's off.
Yeah, it's like,
So I'm gonna turn on his phone and check the GPS.
no signal.
Yeah, this is some creepy crap.
He'll turn it back off and put it away.
It's like there was some stuff like this that I heard about in Sinnoh. It had to do with like weird ghost Pokemon.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll a Pokemon education to see if any Pokemon can actually, like, with electronics. Any that
Well, you
are
have a
in this-
Rotom phone,
Your phone is a Pokemon.
or has a Pokemon living inside it.
True. I'll pull up my Rotom phone. Probably does not have a signal. I'm gonna channel with it. How does it feel?
Drain.
You know, we often don't ask our phones often enough how they feel.
What in the Gen Z is this bull?
Tell me your secrets, phone.
You can't make a connection with it.
Okay. 9. Pokemon education.
Yeah, so you roll Pokemon Education to kind of think of, potential Pokemon that could be doing what exactly?
It can incapacitate an electronic device, or specifically a rodent.
Potentially any electric type Pokemon, some of which can be very small, could interfere with any kind of electric devices. Some would even be specifically known for draining devices.
That would be known for hanging out in an area like this.
Out in a field like this, I mean, it's Dedenne, possibly. Like, even maybe potentially going as far as like a Mimikyu.
I was gonna make the same check, so
Let's let him do something first.
yeah.
Return Bunsen, first off. Now that we're done surfing the fire around. Notice anything strange about the environment itself? I'm out and about at night, surfing at times. Is this a strange skyline? Are there things not particularly moving the way they should be? Is there no wind or something?
Give me an intuition.
That's a stat that I am okay with. 7.
7. You have spent a tremendous amount of time outdoors. Good portion of it inebriated in recent history. Especially like even growing up with your parents, being out on the water, things like that. Your impulse is to check the sky. The moon isn't where it should be, especially for this time of night. The direction that you knew you were going to get to the road, I mean, yeah, you kind of changed a little bit. The moon should be over here. It's over there.
Are we in a simulation?
I mean,
Okay. Well, I would also like to roll with an intuition because it is one of my best stats.
sure.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nope. Okay.
Something seems off. Like you're not 100% sure about what's going on, but you've passed this bush before.
I pinched myself.
Hurts? John?
Ow.
Just I'd like to point out that occult education is one of my pathetic skills. And I'm gonna do Pokemon education as well, and just try to figure out like what's going on based on what Morgan sent me and all the other shenanigans. Since we're wandering in the woods. 13.
13.
Like I know something's off. I'm just trying to figure out what's off because I mean, like I'm sure he
The scenery is not changing.
So I'm just noticing that the scenery is not. We're moving, but the scenery isn't changing. We're
Can I make a
trapped
focus check
somehow.
to determine if we're in a trick room right now?
Absolutely.
Wow, you got a lot of focus.
Yes. That is my highest stat.
I'm
Looking for an
surprised.
excuse to use it. 18.
Raph is sitting there kind of muttering to himself, like, really?
Like
Like
nothing's
it's
changing.
not changing? And then you're like, that would...
Zoom in on Zeke's face equation.
You sit there and you like, hold on a second. Because you guys have kind of sat down to like powwow for a second. You get up and like sprint as fast as you can to the left, and like a minute later come in from the right.
The other side. Yep.
How did you do that? You went that way to come back this way.
That's what I was saying.
I was just thinking, you mentioned something to me, and I kind of noticed something, and then I saw your psychic Pokemon, and I thought about other psychic Pokemon, and I read about this move called Trick Room, where they like trap you in a little area. And I don't remember seeing like a psychic Pokemon, and you're probably not doing this, so somebody has us trapped here.
If we're in a trick room, we're clearly not getting the signal.
So did that mean you need to run that way and I'll run that way?
You're just gonna run into each other?
And you can run that way and you can run that way.
You know what? Go ahead and try. On count of 3. 1, 2, go.
And I'm assuming Morgan is listening to all of
I
this.
feel like you're making fun of me.
And I look at her like,
Also, she didn't say 3, so we can't run. She said
3.
go.
Oh, she did take go. Oh, you're so smart. You thought you had us. Deke is smarter. Oh, he's so smart.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
Look, I'm a little worldly up here. I might not know, like, math and stuff, but I've been around the block, alright?
I don't need to know about your exploits.
well,
I don't know how to get out of this situation, but I
would-
recognize what the situation is.
I would like to point out, according to the annals of our group, he did not set a prairie field on fire.
I knew the four of you would just make so much noise. About 15 feet off and to your left is a tall, darker skinned gentleman, very neat, almost like gunmetal gray suit.
Is our edition stuff canon?
Yes.
I'm gonna be like, you're the one that insulted my Pokemon.
So much noise.
Buddy, we're in a field. Not like we're in a library. Why are you here, by the way?
But anyway,
Well, we
the
tried
last
to
time
annoy.
Bo saw him, he walked right up, and he will do it again. Good to see you again.
Yeah, walks right up. And he takes your hand. Again, with a grip that is strong, but not overpowering, And so you asked him, what are you doing out here? The commotion that you and the others have caused this evening has caused so much damage.
I don't know what you're talking about.
She says that, and I just side-eye at her like, really?
Since you two are in one audition and you two are in one audition, same character appeared, but presented himself different to the two groups. The way that the canon is reconciled is that you guys were just at different tables and ended up kind of being together. He continues. The other two have already been dealt with, and the damage that they had done has been cleaned. Now I just need to figure out what to do with the five of you.
Would you like suggestions?
We're just trying to get out of here. and get back to Dr. Mesquite's lab.
I'm gonna use intuition to essentially sense motive. Yes, like bad intention. To 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
He seems more annoyed than hostile. A good definition almost would be like a parent who is just done with their toddler for the day. There doesn't seem to be any malice in his body language or anything like that. Like he still has that long, dark gray, with the graying hair tied back with the eagle feather, and his eyes are tired. Even in the darkness here, like saying that there's a light upon him would be wrong. Like you can very clearly see him, but it is dark. But he's not like emanating light.
It's just he's easily seen.
He's easily seen, which is weird. But, I mean, you're in a trick room.
So I return Pig Night. And I'll go like, give us a break. We got chased by a giant muck. Sorry, a grime. And
Oh, it was a monk.
muck?
He does correct you. Like, that's not me as the DM. That's him.
Oh.
No, it was a monk.
Oh. So you saw that happen and didn't do it.
Of all the people that are on this field tonight, who do you think are the ones that are supposed to be there? And what's his deal? Yeah.
Hey, Mitch!
He's poisoned.
Yeah, he's in trouble. We're taking him to the human center? What's a human?
It's called
Hospital.
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 Human center?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Throw him down on a machine and just do. It's fine.
If only.
That's how it works.
Yeah, he has had quite a day. Night. Human center.
Let me see if I observed things correctly. The 5 of you go and tamper with one of the land's protectors.
Protector? You call him mutated.
Take off running, encounter more of your own kind, seem to momentarily rally against the protector, and then split.
How are we supposed to know it was a protector? It was a giant muck.
All the Pokemon are the land's protectors.
Except for mine, evidently.
All of the true Pokemon.
To be fair, I didn't know it was down. I simply tried to get a sample of what I thought was pollution to take back to the lab, because we were concerned that Silphco was poisoning the land.
Well, they most undoubtedly are. And
and-
that's part of the reason that these protectors are arising.
And once I saw that it was moving and that it was a Pokemon, I tried to get out of the way and leave it alone. And if you were watching, you know I did everything I could to avoid being in its way. And I know I'm not from here, but
You have decent instincts and follow the lead of those that know better.
there was a sandstorm, and so I led my teammates
He almost
Out of the sand- out of
I
the-
heard it.
out of the sandstorm.
Friendship there.
out of the sandstorm to where they
Then
had
why'd
to,
you leave the other 2?
To be honest, we should have left the third one too.
they said we need to get out of here, so
Mitch.
they said
What'd you call me?
No, Mitch. That's his name.
they said we need to get out of here, so I said okay and led the way out since I have these and can see in the dark. I've been trying to disturb the land the least amount possible. I can't say the same for everybody else around, but my uncle was a park ranger, or a Pokemon ranger, and he taught me to respect the land, and I've been trying to do that.
Way to throw us under the bus, buddy.
I swear ever since the tribes stopped following the old ways, just keep making more and more excuses. You.
I know that look before. My parents give me that one all the time.
You're related to Silver Shells, yeah?
Yeah. I'm sure you're none too pleased with them either, because I'm sure they don't really hold the traditions of the land very well. Besides making money, that's the only thing they're good about.
I still see potential in the 4 of you.
Nice.
You're working with the Mesquite woman, yes?
Yeah,
Yes.
We work for her now.
Yeah.
And she kind of asked us to like investigate what Silphco was doing.
She broke the covenant of the land. Her research is leading her down paths that she shouldn't take. And so a protector was sent to test her.
You're saying that's why there's a wheezing in her lab? For the inconvenience of the way she's researching?
Who are you to say that she can't research what she wants?
I am the authority here.
In what way?
As you do that, the trick room breaks. Like that scene in Doctor Strange where like everything cracks and starts shuddering down. It is dawn. It is light out. And before you, where he was standing, there is now a 17-foot tall steel eagle. And now in your minds, you hear his voice.
His voice or the eagle's voice?
Yes.
Yes.
They're the same thing.
Oh.
Yes, he knows about the Guardians, because clearly he's one of the Guardians.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I thought
Come on, guys, I'm playing the dumb character here.
No, I thought you meant that he was there with the eagle.
No.
That's what I thought too. And I'm like,
Wings are folded, and so that's him. That 17 feet is him standing there.
and my eyes just get kind of big, like, oh.
Most of you are children of Mexolas. Some of you are even old families. In your history, those that even honored the old ways. Mexolas is changing. And not for the better. I see the way you care for those with you. I see community, camaraderie, kinship. I would like to test you. I will lower the protections on the wheezing. If the four of you can subdue it, I believe that you could become champions. I have much work that needs to be done. Consider the offer. If you want to know more, then be about your task. In 3 days' time, I will find you. And like these wings unfurl, and as he does, these almost like flares of energy kind of come up along the tips, along the ridge of the wings. Like, and it's solid metal. And with a single beat, just rockets straight up. And is gone from sight within seconds. You are by the road. Several hours have passed. It is probably about 6:30 in the morning.
Being from here and growing up with stories, I'm sure, is there a name for this particular creature we were prone to know?
Anybody who would like to can make a roll and tell me what kind of roll it is that you feel would be appropriate, and I can provide you with answers.
My idea is that in Cajun culture, a lot of the stories that you hear from the swamps and from that pass down are based in lessons for actual, dangers of the swamps and the world. So I was gonna aim for, do any of my survival stories, the lessons I learned as a kid?
Go ahead.
But that was my thought.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
50.
Deep in the swamp, there's an old myth, almost older than the willows, that the blazing sun and the capricious moon used to chase each other through the reeds. The moon would spend the night making every kind of creature that it could possibly think of, only for them to be consumed by the sun. During the day, the sun would take those that survived in its rays, make them stronger, make them smarter, make them better hunters. This is where the first of the swamp people came from. those that were able to weather the night and thrive during the day. That particular myth comes out to you. What you get?
I was going to go for a focus check, trying to ignore all of my terrible memories about my parents and think about, hey, how are some of those good things about them stories used to tell me when I was a kid, and if I recall anything about particular giant metal birds.
Sure. Go ahead.
Holy 20.
Jesus. You kind of sit there, you're like, okay, that happened. All right.
No, not that.
All right. He asked me about my folks. All right. You actually take a second and you're like, you look at your bangle. There is actually on like the centerpiece of it, like is almost like an eagle motif that the wings kind of wrap around to the and like have the shells etched into them. Like it's the same one your dad has. It's not the same as your mom's. It's also the same one your grandfather had. Your dad's dad. You don't really remember them ever talking about it because it's like, you know, now that you're thinking on it, you're like, that's kind of weird because like, you know, we're all like water stuff. What's this bird? Then you're like, I've got a kukul, so I mean, like I got Bunsen.
I think for me it would be Pokemon education because I'm pretty sure knowing Raph, prior to coming here, he would have done his research and he would have been focused on like ancient fossil Pokemon, but since he's looking up ancient Pokemon, he might have come across something.
Sure.
18.
You know, thinking back on the research that you were doing, and part of the reason that you were interested to come here is because there were stories about several different types of ancient Pokemon that were here at one time. There's kind of a cross-section of different fossils that might be available in the area. You know, that being your primary focus, like there was also, like you did kind of read through a basic primer on the mythology of the area. Mm-hmm. With an 18, you actually can recall the names of these two almost primal entities. Different regions tend to have legendary Pokemon that express different aspects of creation itself. Land, air, and water. Time and space, and dimension, things like that. Well, Mexolas has Noctyote, Nocyote, and Eaglint.
Eaglint. Eaglint.
Mm-hmm. Representing order and chaos.
And with that, we have our legendary Pokemon reveal. The ordered Pokemon Eaglint will give our Mesquite lab assistants one chance to subdue the wheezing occupying the lab. But what sort of twists and turns will happen on the way there? Find out on the next episode of Pokémon Stars. If you'd like to experience the Mexolas region for yourself, join as a subscriber of Control-Alt-Crit to receive our entire Mexolas field guide, which can be used for the Pokémon Tabletop United system. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next month with another episode.